Have you ever felt something growing between you and someone else, but neither of you said a word about it? Before we dive into today's topic, here's a question that might stay with you. What if the strongest feelings don't start with words, but with patterns you don't even notice until they've already taken over? Because when two people begin catching feelings at the same time, the signs aren't loud. They're quiet, subtle, almost invisible, unless you know what to look for. And that's where most people miss it. These rare emotional signals happen underneath your awareness, in your voice, your timing, your energy, even your silence. Psychologists call them synchronized emotional cues, and they appear only when both hearts are moving in the same direction. In this video, you'll discover 6 unique, lesser-known signs that reveal when two people are falling for each other at the exact same moment. Clues so subtle that even emotionally intelligent people overlook them. But once you understand them, you'll never see your connections the same way again. So stay with me until the end, because each sign builds on the next. And the final one? It might explain something you've been feeling for a long time, but couldn't put into words. Welcome to Psychology Zone, where we break down human behavior in simple, powerful ways. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe, so you never miss insights that speak directly to the heart. Sign 1. Your mood influences each other. They're instantly. Before we uncover the next pattern, let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed your mood shifting the moment someone else's mood changes? Almost like you're connected without trying? This isn't normal empathy. It's deeper, almost instinctive, emotional syncing. When one of you feels low, the other senses it instantly, even without seeing their face or hearing their voice. It's as if your emotional states speak to each other before your words do. A small change in their tone can instantly soften yours. A drop in their energy makes you quieter without knowing why. Their stress pulls at your chest, and their happiness lifts you in seconds. These mood flips happen fast, sometimes within moments of being near each other. It's not a conscious decision. It's a natural, emotional response. Your hearts start matching frequencies like 2 radios tuning to the same station. This connection goes beyond attraction. It hints at emotional investment forming on both sides. You feel affected by them, and they feel affected by you, even in the smallest interactions. It's a hidden emotional bridge that builds only when two people are catching feelings at the same time. And once that sync begins, it becomes almost impossible not to feel each other's inner world. Sign 2. You both sense each other's presence. Before seeing each other, before we move into this next sign, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt someone's presence before you actually saw them? Like your attention shifts for no reason, only to realize they just entered the room? This isn't coincidence. It's subtle emotional awareness. Your mind becomes tuned to their energy, even from a distance. You notice their footsteps, their voice, or even their silence faster than you notice anyone else. It's as if a part of you becomes alert the moment they're near. And here's the real clue. They feel the same with you. They look up at the exact moment you arrive, almost like they felt you coming. They turn toward you before hearing your name. It's a quiet pull, a soft, magnetic awareness that only appears when feelings grow on both sides. Even a single text from you lands differently. And they reply quickly, as if already thinking about you. Your presence doesn't enter their world. It shifts their world. You become a signal they subconsciously listen for. And that sensitivity is one of the clearest signs that something deeper is forming between the two of you. Sign 3. You share the same micro-hesitations. Before we explore this next subtle pattern, let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed that you and someone else hesitate at the exact same moments? Like you're both about to say goodbye, but neither of you actually moves. It's not awkwardness. It's a quiet reluctance to let the moment end. These pauses are tiny, almost invisible, yet they feel strangely meaningful. You linger at the door a little longer, and they linger too. You delay hanging up the call, and they're doing the same on their end. Both of you speak slower, hoping the other keeps the conversation going. These mirrored hesitations reveal emotional alignment deep beneath the surface. It's your hearts trying to stay connected, even when your minds say it's time to go. No one teaches you to pause like this. It happens naturally. Your timing becomes synchronized without planning it. Their hesitation becomes a reflection of yours, like your emotions are moving in parallel. It's one of the clearest signs that you're both feeling something rising between you. And those few seconds of silence often say more than words ever could. Sign 4. Your conversations become emotional. Safe zones. Before we open this next sign, let me ask you something. Have you ever realized you speak differently with one specific person? Softer, calmer, more real? Not because you're trying to impress them, but because you feel strangely safe. When two people catch feelings at the same time, their conversations create a quiet, emotional shelter. You both open up in ways you don't with others. You share thoughts you usually keep locked away. Your voice naturally becomes gentler when talking to them. Their tone softens too, as if they want to make you feel understood. Even short conversations feel grounding, like your mind can finally relax. You don't feel judged, rushed, or misunderstood, just comfortable. And they treat your words with a kind of care they don't show to everyone else. Your emotional walls lower around each other without effort. It's not just trust. It's connection forming in real time. Your exchanges feel deeper without trying to be deep. And that mutual emotional safety is a sign that feelings are quietly growing on both sides. Sign 5. You start noticing the same. Tiny details about each other. Before we uncover this next subtle shift, let me ask you something. Have you ever realized that you and someone else notice the same small things about each other? Things most people would overlook? You pick up on the tiredness in their voice before they mention it. They sense your stress even when you try to hide it. These observations aren't random. They come from emotional focus. Your minds start tracking each other's micro-expressions without effort. You notice when their tone drops half a level. They notice when your smile fades for just a second. It's a shared awareness that builds only when feelings form on both sides. You remember small details they told you weeks ago. And they remember things you said in passing, as if it mattered deeply. Their mood, their habits, their patterns. You read them instinctively. They do the same with you, creating a quiet mutual understanding. It feels like both of you are paying attention without meaning to. And that level of awareness is one of the clearest signals that emotional attachment is growing in both directions. Sign 6. You create unspoken rituals. Without planning them, before we explore this final sign, let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed you and someone else falling into the same habits without ever talking about it? It starts small, but it's powerful. You end up texting around the same time each day. They wait for your reply before doing something, and you start doing the same for them. You walk together at the same pace without deciding it. You both say similar phrases or react in the same rhythm. These unspoken rituals build naturally, almost like emotional routines. You don't plan them, schedule them, or even think about them. They just happen, because both of you are moving in sync. It feels comfortable, familiar, and strangely natural. You notice when the ritual is missing, and so do they. It becomes a quiet connection that neither of you admits out loud. And these patterns only form when two hearts are growing toward each other at the same time. Have you ever felt a connection so quiet, yet so undeniable, that it didn't need words to prove it existed? Because when two people start catching feelings at the same time, it rarely shows up in big gestures. It appears in the mood shifts, the hesitations, the emotional sinking, and the tiny rituals you never planned. It shows up in the way you notice each other, protect each other, and sense each other without trying. These signs don't shout, they whisper. But once you learn to recognize them, you can feel the truth long before anyone says it out loud. So if any of these moments felt familiar, maybe something deeper is already happening between you and someone else. Maybe both of you are walking toward the same feeling, slowly, quietly, beautifully aligned. If this video opened your eyes, share your thoughts in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more psychology insights.